Hey everybody, Luscious Johnny Lang, our boy Gentleman Jim Mills, Fantastic J's, down here at the Fantastic J's Studios. GJ.
Yeah, John.
We're here.
Once again.
And you know what that means.
What's it mean?
That means me. And I hope my bestie GJ are about to unleash our next top 10. Okay, so GJ, what are we doing this week for the top 10?
Top 10 greatest heavyweight champions of all time.
Now, this is a weird, when I say weird list, an unusual list.
You might not have heard about, know them, but
these guys were some great champions.
They were some very good champions.
So that being said, GJ, would you like to start us off number 10?
Number 10.
Yes.
Vern Gagne, born February 26, 1926.
Now, this guy taught generations of wrestlers.
Yes, he did.
But he was a real tough guy.
10-time AWA World Heavyweight Champion.
This is a guy that whooped your ass in the alley.
And he also killed somebody in nursing home when he had dementia.
So here he is, dementia up. He thinks he's back
still
in
wrestling,
the alley.
right?
Crack. Good night, sir. And then they couldn't really do too much about it.
No.
Because,
dementia set in.
Wow. Finishing off his life, knocking him down.
All right.
We apologize.
Moving on. Go ahead, John.
Oh, me. Kerry Von Erich. This is another
tragedy.
Strange, because this guy was a 19-time. Was it 19? 20-time.
No, it was
10
NWA. 10-time heavyweight champion.
Oh my gosh! So I write that.
1 NWA heavyweight champion. 9 WCCW heavyweight champion. Which WCCW was World Class Championship Wrestling,
but still,
and that was in the Texas region.
A lot of titles.
Yeah, but a lot of very good wrestlers came out and fought.
And this guy did it on one leg.
The WCCW. Yeah,
a lot of the time. The last 5.
Well, he had a motorcycle accident in 1986,
right?
And he lost his leg. He had to get it amputated because why?
Well, he
didn't listen to the doctor, and he he got on his leg too early.
Messed it
and
up.
They had to amputate it.
Pow. Now, that being said, anybody knows that after the accident, you look at him in the ring, he was still ripped and athletic. But, yeah.
In 1993, because of depression, he suicide by gunshot.
Yeah, a lot of the Von Erichs took that way out.
Yeah, they did.
Feel bad for that family, that's for sure. That's like the Kennedys of wrestling.
Almost,
you know what I mean? The royal family that took them down.
Number 8.
Right.
Dick the Bruiser.
This is another weird one.
This guy was crazy. Wrestled from 1929 to 1991.
Wow, what a career.
13 world championships with the WWA and the AWA titles. WWA was basically based in Indiana. And during a 10-year time frame, he only wrestled in the Indiana region.
Wow.
He passed away because he ruptured his esophagus.
Now here's a guy in his 60s working out with his adopted son and ruptures his esophagus, and that's game over. He bled to death.
Yes.
Internal bleeding. But like I said, another one that some of these younger folks wouldn't even know about.
Correct.
And what a weird way to die. Number 7, Fritz Von Erich. Speaking of the Von Erichs, and this is the patriarch.
Actually, 11-time World Heavyweight Champion.
11-time. Wow.
Right.
11 time.
11-time in the WC.
And that's back when the titles were meant something to be a champion back in the day there. Now, he was the like I said, the patriarch of the Von Erich family. I feel terrible for him.
But he owned that federation. He was the owner and promoter of the WCCW, the Texas region. Not saying that he deserved the 11 heavyweight championship, but...
Well, he was a WCWA champions.
Well, WCWA and WCCW almost the same. I think are the same federation.
Oh, he was the owner of that one too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you never know. So, all right.
Moving on to number 6. One of my favorites. To this day, as a commentator, as a person, Jerry the King Lawler.
Been through a lot, that guy.
Yes, he has. 32 world titles. 1 AWA, 3 WCWA, and 28 USWA heavyweight titles.
The USWA, that was the combination of the AWA and the WCWA. And then he just rocked.
Jerry the King, they call him the King for a reason.
And then, of course, he wrestled into 90s and
into
2000s.
His 50s. He wrestled into his 50s.
And he's like 70 now.
Now, yeah. And commentator, one of the best commentators, by the way.
Absolutely. He could get, when he's getting under, trying to get under a wrestler's skin, he gets under your skin.
Yes, he does. And now, we want to announce what?
Our sponsors.
Our sponsors.
And we appreciate everything that you guys do for us. And so we're going to give you a little love back.
Hey everybody, it's Big Joe here today with the Fantastic J sponsors. Today's sponsors are, as always, Robbie's Bar and Grill, located in Sparrows Point, Maryland. With specials every day, come on down for a drink or your next meal. Jock City Graphics, located here in Dundalk, Maryland. All our Fantastic J's merch is professionally made right here. And Starlite Coin and Pawn in Edgewood, Maryland, owned and run by our very own GJ. Now, let's get you back to them boys.
Okay, number 5, one of my favorites of all time. And that's Bruno Sammartino. That's one of the ones, he's the epitome of wrestling, a wrestler, tough guy. Now, what I didn't know is how long this guy was the champion.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
He spent more than a decade as the heavyweight champion of the world. I mean, he sold out Madison Square Garden many, many times.
Yes, he did.
Now, one of his downfalls that people had said was he only sold out
Madison Square Garden.
So, he was a great wrestler. God bless his soul. And the longest
single title reign in history.
I mean, that tells you something right there. But some people may say he's number 1 on the list, but we got another thing coming for him.
4,040 days he reigned champion.
Wow.
Number 4, Hulk Hogan.
The Halter. Let me tell you something, brother.
12-time heavyweight champion, 6 WCW, 6 WWF. What was his name when he first broke into wrestling back in the 70s?
What was his name when he first? Oh, the Incredible Hulk Hogan. Right. So I guess the Incredible Hulk. But then once he became famous, he didn't need the incredible part anymore.
That's correct.
He's like, I'm Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Ah!
Eat your vitamins, brother. Say your prayers.
Yeah, check out these 12-inch pythons.
He also played in Rocky 3 as what?
Thunderlips.
Thunderlips. All right. We can't say anything bad about Hulk Hogan. This guy, well, we could. But anyway.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
We need to stop. He brought wrestling to the mainstream.
He did.
Some would say if it wasn't for Hogan, wrestling wouldn't be where it is.
I don't disagree.
Today.
I mean, there was other guys involved, and I think we're going to see some. The last guys, you're going to realize why. But he was, at that time, in my opinion, the guy that was, even though Flair was great and he was there, the Horseman and Dusty Rhodes and all that good stuff, but he was one of the greats.
Yeah, look, he brought it mainstream. He made it popular for people to like wrestling.
Thought he had the championship more. I guess it was just
long title runs.
He was so popular.
Right, he had year title runs, a year, then another year.
Right.
So, all right, John.
Well, since John, luscious Johnny Lang, I'm going to say handsome John Cena. number 3. And he deserves number 3 and maybe 2 or maybe 1. He's definitely, without a question, top 5. In any list, probably 1 on a bunch. I mean, something that you brought to my attention, and I'm telling you right now, 16 time.
16-time world heavyweight champion.
That's a lot of heavyweight championships.
Yes, it is.
And not only that, I mean...
Such a great guy. Such a nice guy.
Gives to charity. Draws.
Holds the World Guinness Book record for most wishes granted.
Right.
At 580 plus wishes.
Yeah, Make-A-Wish, man.
Yep, Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I tell you. Make-A-Wish.
You know who's next?
Who?
Justin Bieber.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nope, number 2. He's
Biebs?
like close to 300.
I'm glad I have some of his songs on my playlist.
Yeah.
Love you, Biebs.
John Cena's been in many movies, commercials,
yeah,
TV shows.
Man, some of his commercials recently, God, so good.
He's going to make that jump over like The Rock did, I believe.
Well, the thing is that he has paid more dues. On The Rock, I'm not saying he didn't pay his dues, but Cena has really paid his dues.
You know what his nickname is in the locker room? BMJ.
BMJ.
Big match, John. He never loses a big match.
There's a reason why.
That's why.
That reason why he's number 3, now number 2.
Number 2, I do number 2. One of my favorites of all time.
One of your favorites of all time, Stunning Steve Austin. No, I'm kidding, guys. It's Stone Cold.
Austin 316 says you just got your ass kicked, son.
Where's our beers at? Where's our Coors Lights
I know.
at? Smash. Big Joe drank them.
Stone Cold was only 6-time WWF champion, but due to his popularity, his draw,
like
his ticket sales, he is definitely number 2.
There's a time
during the Attitude Era.
His shirts, I mean, all over the place.
I mean, Austin was it.
Yeah.
His feud with Vince McMahon will go down as one of the best writing, I believe, ever.
Yeah. He was a great, bad, good guy.
Yes. The anti-hero.
The anti-hero.
Hero.
One of my favorite gimmicks for him was when he was the ringmaster and he came out in the studded with the cut-off sleeves. You know,
the $1 Million Champion.
Hey, they were just trying to find out his place, and once they did,
it ran.
Or once he did. Okay, so
now we're moving on to honorable mentions.
The Rock. And, I mean, he's more famous, I think, now for movies than
Dwayne
wrestling.
Johnson.
He was a great wrestler, too.
Yeah, 2-time WWE champion, 2-time WCW champion.
I thought he was champion more times than that. But,
so did I.
But he does deserve, because he did the draw-wise, popularity-wise.
What skills on the mic he has is unsurpassed by almost anyone. I mean, no one, I think, could touch him on the mic.
That's one thing that I think a lot of people don't even put into the equation, which is one of the most important things, and that is talking shit.
The mic skills.
Yeah.
You know, he's a movie star, been in numerous movies.
Legit
action hero. Mm-hmm. He brought out his own tequila. Just recently. Yes, very good. I enjoy it. And also he's played G.I. Joe.
That's the whipped cream on top. That's the cherry on top. G.I. Joe.
To be G.I. Joe. A great American hero.
Well, he's a great American hero.
All right, moving on to our next one. Harley Race. The king himself.
He truly was the king.
8-time world heavyweight champion. He was the first champion to hold the WWA United States heavyweight title.
No, I think it was the NWA.
The NWA heavyweight title, correct.
So
I mean, United States Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, right. NWA United States Championship.
Correct.
That was just a typo.
Yes. And one on the fly. John?
What?
Who's the fly?
Oh, Moolah.
The fabulous Moolah.
You can't. I know this is the males, and I'm sure that someday she'll get her chance at the top of a list. But you can't put a list together.
Great heavyweight champions without putting Moolah in it.
She was a ladies heavyweight champion, and she was champion for how long?
Over 10,000 days.
And then we had
almost 28 years she was champion.
Yeah, 20.
It's a lifetime.
I mean, she did wrestle for like 79 years, but
79 years. All right.
But seriously, 27 and a half years as champion.
And I'd like to add another one, Bob Backlund.
Bob Backlund was a great champion.
Great champion.
I mean,
over 1,000 days as heavyweight champion, by the way.
1,000 days.
Over 1,000 days.
That's what, 3 years?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
He was a crazy sucker at the end.
Yeah, he went a little loco.
Okay, number one, you do it right now.
Woo!
If you want to be the man,
you got to beat the man.
That's right. And I tell you, he might have got beat some, but God, what a great champion.
What a showman. And who are we talking about?
Ric Flair.
None other.
The Nature Boy. Now, he lets me call him Nate, which, you know.
Nate, yeah.
Tight like that, Nate, love you. But, man, you talk about, sometimes if I, want to have a little giggle, I'll go ahead and watch one of his
clips or matches.
Talking shit compilation. Yeah, talking about I spent more money and spilt liquor and blah blah. He could, when he said what he said, it didn't only piss everybody in the audience off, a lot of the wrestlers too.
Yeah.
It pissed me off at home. At first, it pissed me off. Then later, I wanted to be him.
The man.
The Nature Boy.
Some of the greatest matches he's had has been with Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Dusty Rhodes. And he's held all of the titles in the WCW. Tag team.
No, not WCW. WWF.
No, WCW. Tag team, World Heavyweight,
I thought
US.
it was WWF. No.
In WCW, NWA, he's held every.
And WWF.
Not WWF, he didn't hold the Intercontinental.
Yes, he did.
I'm pretty sure he did. He held what was called the Triple Crown in wrestling.
Right, which was?
All 3 heavyweight champions.
They got and tell you what, the Intercontinental Champion.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Tag Team Champions.
WCW, NWA.
And WWF Tag Team.
He didn't hold it, WWF.
The Big Joe.
So he did hold it.
So he triple crowned it all.
In both in WCW and WWE.
Wow. Hey, that's a pretty damn good career.
That's a really good career. All right, so John, we're finishing up here.
Okay, so now Ric Flair did have some backstage issues with some people.
Some drama.
Like the drama me and you're about to have. Anyway, of course, Shane Douglas had a problem with him. Foley had a problem with him.
Hogan,
he's probably trying to bang his wife, so, you know.
You're probably right about that, yeah.
Hey, you want to do a threesome? I got my buddy Bubba.
All right, moving on.
Anyway.
To the greatest.
And we love you, Ric Flair.
Woo!
Nate, as he likes the Jays to call him. But anyway, so GJ.
Yes, John.
I like when we argue about stuff. So now that we're at the end here, what do we want our Jays-a-maniacs? It means more now than ever with this video. Our Jays-a-maniacs to do right now.
Well, let me tell you something. I want you to go over there to the computer. I want you to pull up YouTube. And I want you to share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Love it or hate it. And when you hear the ding,
that means you got to get over there. And as GJ just so eloquently said, get over there, get to the Jays, and do all those things that the heavyweight champion of the world,
ooh yeah,
just told you to do. GJ, appreciate you. We appreciate you guys. What do the fantastic Jays love to say? Have a fantastic J kind of day.
See ya.